Good evening to everyone. We are going to discuss in English language as the ruler of the world. Synopsis. Introduction. English language as the ruler of the world. Power of English and conclusion. Introduction. Language is important because it's one of the most main way to communicate and interact with other people around us. It keeps us in contact with other people. English language is an example for the importance of language because it is the international language and has become the most important language to people in many parts of the world. It is most widely used in communicating around the world. Also, it is spoken as the first language in many countries. English is playing a major role in many selections like education, medicine, engineering and business. There are many reasons that make English is the most important language in the world. English language as the ruler of the world. Language is primary vehicle or communication. It is a tool for understanding. According to the Anthological Catalog of World Languages, the total number of languages in the world as of 2004 is 7,106 living languages. Of this language, English has emerged as the international common tongue, the lingua franca, or a global language. Its unpredictable growth is manifested in the number of users across the globe and the role it plays in society, as well as its impact as a global language. The dominance of English as world language is a natural consequence of historical development. During the 17th and 18th century, British colonialism brought about the propagation of the English language as British leadership manifested during the Industrial Revolution in 18th and 19th century. Use for the English consequently spread. Although Britain had been the greatest political, economic, and industrial power in the world in the 18th century, by the end of the 19th and the early 20th century, USA emerged as an economic and political superpower. During this time, the countries of the world began to come together in the international organization and they need to be able to communicate. However, it was very expensive to run multilingual operation, so they decided to English would be the language used in the international interaction. Moreover, the League of Nations was created after the World War I, but then it was replaced by the United Nations, which is established and situated in New York. Thus, the world's focus shifted to the United States. The popularity of the English language. English is the international common tongue with over 1.38 billion users worldwide. Crystal 1997 observed that one third of the world is regularly exposed to English, with an estimated 375 million native speakers. It is estimated to be the third largest language after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. Moreover, with an addition of 1.9 million competent speakers, English is a co-official language in 53 countries worldwide, making the spread of English around the world swift and steady. Morrison 2002. Power of English. In the 1980s and 1990s, the computer revolutionized initiated by the US began all over the world. The US paved the way of advancement in technology, the development of programs, softwares, and similar computer devices, and accessories was spreaded by American technicians and computing experts. So it is logical that the language of the computers operates in English. The influence of the internet has played a tremendous role in spreading the influence of the English language. English is the language of the digital world. Majority of the internet websites are written and created in English. The UNESCO reported in 2008 that 75% of websites were in English. In 2011, BBC reported the 9 out of 10 computers connected to the internet are located in English speaking countries and more than 80% of home pages on the web are written in English. Whereas UNESCO has recorded a steady decline since 2008, still just over 55% of the top 10 million websites published in content in for English language as of March 2014. In terms of electronic communication, the English language is still dominantly used. Three quarters of the world's mail is written in English. 80% of the world's electronically stored information in English. Most websites develop in other languages provided for a translation into the English language. Of the estimate 200 million users of the internet, some 36% communicate in English. English is also language in the publishing, printing, advertising industry. More newspaper and book are written in English language. UNESCO measures the number of books published by each country per year. Using correlation from various countries, UNESCO estimate that about 28% of published materials are in English. Yemen 2012. There are textbooks in English for almost all educational programs. Thus, it is beneficial to know the language as more information on nearly every subject is written in the English language. The presence of English is also prominent in other level. English is the language of the travel and business. The medium in transportation and accommodation is English. The language variety, airspeak, are popularly referred to as the language of international aircraft control emerged after the Second World War. The aviation industry decided that English would be the international language of aviation. Thus, instructions about safety on international flights and sailing and indication about emergency procedures are in English. Travel guides, signs, and markers are written in English. With a good command of the English language, it is expected that travelers can navigate the globe. During the 19th century, the use of advertisements in publication increased in the USA. However, they realized that if they put advertisement in the magazines, they could lower the price of the magazines, something which led them to sell more and more of them. As the international market grew, the media spread to all parts of the world and became one of the most noticeable global manifestation of English language use. English is language in the entertainment world. The new technologies alternate the way of public entertainment, and it also serves the thrust of the English language. The development of the cinema was made entirely by France and England, but the young during the World War One supposed a king kind of blockage of cinema, and then American became a dominant it. Moreover, when the sound was added to the films, it was the spoken English which came to the movies. Although the film industry was developed also in other countries, it is still the English language that is dominant medium. Given the fact that the biggest entertainment companies are situated in United States, roughly 2,200 to 250 movies are released worldwide. Thousands of movies, television shows, and games for entertainment use the English language as its language in Hollywood. Music as well as the recording industries in the other important entertainment technology in the same vein of the entertainment sector. The pop groups of English speaking nations like the Beasts, the Rolling Stone in UK, along with American music legends like Elvis Presley in the US become the ambassador of the language. Music has been instrumental in spreading English around the world so rapidly. Hollywood is a mecca of filmmaking. Many foreign actors down through the years have learned to speak in English for the simple reason that you have to speak the language to be the part of the game. English in trade sector. The language is very important tool in the banking and business sector, and it is considered the official language in the largest international companies such as the Siemens, German companies, Korean Honda, Japanese Yokohama, Google and Facebook. The majority of the commercial transactions are done globally in the English language, which enhances the importance of English language in the future, in particular for those who wish to work in business and entrepreneurship. It is expected that in 2050, half of the world's population will speak the English language, a spread that has not been achieved by the single language in history before. Conclusion. In the conclusion, as the most spoken language in the world, English holds a huge part of the communication. International business goes well because of English. He tells people when they are using technologies product although growth of technology increasing continuously. English language is playing a major role in our day-to-day life, so we all should start to learn the beginning of a new era. Thank you.